Hey everyone, gotta wait for more people to join. I'm just trying to look at something. How is everyone doing? I kind of went MIA for like 3 days. Whoop, my bad. Anyways, hey guys. Cole, me and Charlie got together because of your rest. Actually, that's W. WWW. Anyways, hope everyone's having a good day. What's the announcement? Well, I'm gonna get to it. So we're gonna be talking about what the heck has been going on. So if you didn't know, I usually stream I try to stream at least once a day because I like streaming. But I kind of disappeared for 3 days. And I was like, you know what? What if I worked on something for behind the scenes? And that, my friends, is what I have been doing. I have been working from behind the scenes on something. And some people can probably guess what it is. This is not April Fool's. This is not April Fool's. This is not anything. But I sent a little image on my community post a few days ago. I think it was 2 days ago or a day ago, depending on whatever time I sent it at, like 1 a.m. or whatever. Let me see. Was it? What time did I post it at? All right, it says a day ago, but I actually did it 2 days ago. So yeah. So you saw that I sent a little screenshot of like a yellow thing with like leaves. And I think it's very funny how like one of the first comments on it was deformed pineapple, what happened to you? And I'm like, yeah, whoops. But no, that is not pineapple. And it's actually not Clash 3 Champion related. So there's some good news and some bad news. Okay, what do you guys want first? Do you guys want the bad news first or the good news first? What do you guys want? Good or bad? Good or bad? Good news, bad news. What are we thinking? Good or bad, chat? Bad news? Okay. All right, we will start with the bad news. Okay. The bad news is that Clash 3 Champion will not be in production for right now. It is not canceled. It's not any of that. It's not canceled. Don't worry. But what it is, it's on an indefinite hiatus. So that means I will not be working on Clash 3 Champion anymore. So for this very moment, I will not be working on Clash 3 Champion. Because mainly I think, honestly, if you want the honest truth, I think I would need Clash 3 Champion to come return with the whole cast and crew. And because I'm currently not speaking to all of them right now, I feel like it's not fair for me to continue working on the show without them, with their help. So for the time being, Clash 3 Champion will not be worked on until every single person who worked for the show is on board to help again. And who knows how long that could be, but that's okay. So no, the show is not canceled. It is just on an indefinite hiatus until whenever I'm able to remake those friendships that I lost and hopefully continue to work on this show with everyone. because we started that show together, and I think it's fair that we all finish the show together. Okay? So I hope you can all respect that decision. But now you're probably wondering what the good news is. Okay, so the good news is, if you couldn't tell, the thing that was on my community post was not for Clash of Champion, but it was actually for a new project that I'm working on. I've started mapping out the details of what this show is going to be. Yes, it is a show. So I've been mapping out the details of what show I'm trying to work on. And I'm just going to give you like a brief little description of what's going on. So it is going to be a new project. It is going to be a competition show. It is going to have 14 contestants. It is going to be in the similar style to Adventure Camp and Total Drama and Survivor. So it's going to be taking the more strategy approach and the manipulation approach from those shows and incorporating them into there. It is not Clash of Champions Season 3. It's not anything like that. But all of the, maybe not all, but most of the planning ideas from Season 3 was mainly Adventure Camp based, and that is going to be used into this because Season 3 isn't really happening, I don't think. But so that show is going to be the new thing I'm working on in this point in time. We currently have 10 out of the 15 characters assets finished. I could show you one, but I don't know if I want to. Maybe we'll see. But so the plan for right now is what I am doing, sorry, because right now it's just me. I'll give you the timeline of what's going on. So I am going to be writing episode 1 all by myself, and that's going to be the pilot episode. Okay, so that's going to be like if you guys like this show, then I will make more of the show. And so I'm going to be writing all of episode 1. And then when the episode is done, because assets are going to be done by tonight, so the assets will be all good, I will then open up auditions for voice actors. So I'll make a Discord server, and you guys will all be auditioning or whoever wants to audition will audition for the characters. And it's going to be an open audition, so anyone is allowed. The only requirements, you have to be over the TOS age of 13 on Discord to audition. But I will be looking for people that are at least 16 and older for voice actors. At least 16. You're allowed to be like 13 to 15 to audition, but I want to try and have more like, what's the word, like older people like voice, you know? Because I don't want to have like, for an example, I don't want like a 21-year-old voice actor voicing with like a, like a 14-year-old, because that could be seen as like weird or whatever. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Okay. So we are going to be opening auditions for animation, voice acting, audio editing, storyboarding. I guess script writing could be open for, but yeah, the main things that I would be looking for right now are voice actors and animators and audio editors. Those 3 are the 3 things. But yeah, so auditions will open up very soon when episode 1 gets finished up. And background designers. Yes, of course, background designers. But just it's so yes, I said like if you're 13, 14, or 15, you can audition. The chances of you being hired might be unlikely if there's like more people who are like older, because I don't want super young people working with super old people, because like I said, that could lead to not so good things, and we don't want to lead to that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But The assets are almost done. So we have, like I said before, we have 10 out of the 15 characters done. And you know what? We're going to be nice. We are going to list off the names of the characters. Okay? We're going to list off the names of the characters, and we are going to list off the name of the show. Okay? So, but just one thing I want to say is that the names are not what you would expect, because the names are actually going to be human names. They will not be object show names. So they will not be what their object is. They will be their, like, a human name. So kind of like one. So here we have the 14 characters. So we have Artie, Beatrix, Candace, Clyde, Dion, Geo, Gus, Lenny, Melody, Noelle, Sawyer, Kate, Tina, and Whitney. So we're not gonna, you guys can either guess who's a guy or a girl, or you guys can guess what you think those objects are gonna be. But yeah, who is what object? I'm not gonna tell you. You're not gonna know what object you are. Maybe if I post like a little picture of like the things, but who knows? But now you're probably wondering what the name of the show is. So the name of this show we've had in the past, we've had Object Victory, Go for the Gold, Victor Will Be Mine, The Nostalgic Run, Exit, Clash to Be Champion, Clash to Be Champion, and now I think it's time for something different, okay? The name of the show is called Reckless Retreat. So double R, that is what the name of the show is. Reckless Retreat. So yeah, I'm very excited to start working on this show. I currently have at least a 3-season idea in my head. So I have 3 seasons all planned out and mapped out. But what I am going to do is I'm going to wait for the first episode to drop. And if you guys like this, then I will make more of it. But I will say it's going to be on the more maturity side. So it will have swearing. It's like I said, it is going to be like Disventure Camp. So it's going to be some of the aspects that Disventure Camp has, but in object show form. So yeah, but yes, just to clarify, Clash to Be Champion is not canceled. It's on indefinite hiatus for right now. I want to try something new. We're going to try something new. I've been working on Clash to Be Champion since 2022. So 2022 all the way to 2025. That's 4 years. So we're gonna try something out. We're gonna try something new. So I'm gonna be writing episode 1 today. The assets will be done today. Depending if I finish episode 1 or not, then who knows when auditions will open up. And then we're gonna find we'll find voice actors. And yeah, we're gonna make a whole audition server. It's gonna be very cool. None of the characters have like specific what's the word? They don't have like specific like voice requirements right now, unless stated otherwise in the auditions. So any character could be any accent. So if you're worried that you might have a strong accent, fear not, because maybe that character might need an accent. You never know. So we'll just see. I will post the audition link on my community posts, the community tab, when it's over, because I don't use Twitter anymore. So it'll be posted there. It'll be posted in my YouTube, in like the YouTube post where the old Discord server is. So that'll replace it. And I want to say auditions will go on for like a week. So we shall see how that goes. But don't worry, guys, because I'll keep you guys posted of what's going on. But yeah, so it's a clean slate. There are no voice actors picked out already, so everyone will be auditioning for characters. There's going to be no bias towards it. If I want people to potentially voice, I'll tell them to audition to make it fair. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. I'm very excited. So I can't wait. I will give you guys you know what? You know what I think I'm going to do? I am going to give you guys 2 characters that are already done their assets wise. The poses, don't even worry about the poses. The poses are just beta because we don't know what the show is going to look like yet. We don't know if it's hand-drawn or human-drawn, limb or KFC assets. So I'm going to post the first 2 characters. So just give me a second while I do that. Let me figure out what characters I want to post though. Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see the 2 characters that I'm about to show? All right. 3, 2, 1. It's laggy. I don't know if it's showing up. The browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen if this continues. What the hell? Okay. This is why I love StreamYard. I love StreamYard so much. And go. Work. Work. Work, please. Please work. There we go. These are your looks at the first 2 characters in this show. I'm not telling you what their names are, but as you know, it is not object names, so you'll just have to piece together what you think it is. But yeah, look at them. Oh yeah. W. Yeah, so we have no idea if this is what the style is going to be for the show. No idea. But I'm very excited because I think it's going to be a new chapter in the Cola Geeks multiverse saga. So yeah, very, very exciting. All right. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little panel. Talking like it's a freaking convention. Yeah, that was my panel, no biggie. But yeah, that's the your first little look at the show that I am now working on. But I'm very excited to start this out with you or share this with you all, I should say. But I think this is going to be good. I'm going to take every single piece of criticism and feedback from Clash of the Champion and put it towards making the pilot one of the best pieces of things I can write, because obviously one of the big criticisms with Clash of the Champion was that I wrote the whole season beforehand and I couldn't use that criticism. But now that I'm starting fresh, I can take that criticism, and we're gonna try very hard to make this work. We're gonna make this a good thing, I hope. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna miss Clash of the Champion as well, but I think it's time for a new point in my life for a different show, and I hope you guys will be there to support me. Like I said, Clash of the Champion will come back when I feel everyone who I have hurt and everyone who may not be the biggest fan of me, if we're able to reconnect and rebuild those relationships, then those are the groups of people that I want to make the show with. That whole crew, like everyone, that cast and crew, I want to finish making Clash of the Champion with you guys. So to anyone, if you were on the crew and you're watching this right now, you were a very big help in making that show what it is. So I want to finish the show with you as well. So that's what the plan is. Yes, who knows how long the break could be. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, but it's when everyone is fully comfortable coming back together and help make this show. So, yeah. All right, guys, I was just going to show off all of that and talk about everything. So I think that's the end of the stream. So I hope you guys are excited for what's to come. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted with more updates for Reckless Retreat. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.